What up, bitches? Just kidding. Howdy, friends. I'm Lauren. This is Corpse Free Kitchen, and today I am making Matty Matheson's cheeseburger soup. This was the first video I saw of Matty Matheson, and if you don't know who he is, I don't really either, to be honest. I think he's in The Bear, and I know he's Canadian, but his cooking videos are really funny, and he is not vegan, so don't expect that. But I do get inspiration and ideas from his videos on things to veganize, so cheeseburger soup. Basically, it's like a beefy soup. You put a crostini on top. Don't know what a crostini is, but I'm just gonna do something. I'm not making many servings because I don't feel like it. Honestly, I don't know how much I'm gonna like this, and it's a little boring for my taste, but I've really wanted to try it, and I've really been craving a burger lately, so there is that. Also, I got an induction cooktop for Christmas for these videos, so let me plug that up real quick. Shout out to Mia, my grandmother, for getting me that. I chopped my onion in this thing off camera, so I didn't have to worry about crying on camera. Induction cooktop is on. I'm gonna throw this bad boy on there and let it heat up a little. I don't know, I haven't used this thing yet, by the way, so I'm just gonna figure it out. I adjusted my camera a little bit. I didn't think about the fact that it's very overcast here today. It looks very much like a twilight day here, and I really wish I could just lay on the couch all day and watch it. But I made a promise to you people, and I'm a couple of days late, but I still made a promise to you people, so I am fulfilling that promise. You're welcome. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I have missed you guys. I very much have missed you guys, but at the same time, it has been really nice not to exist without the thought in the back of my head that somebody is going to judge me and make an unnecessary comment about it, and then I'm gonna have to see it, and then it's gonna be public for everybody to see, because I don't really delete comments unless they're just, you know, really stupid or like fear-mongering or something. But like, you know, so that being said, this is fun. I've definitely had a great time doing this, but it was nice to, you know, not have to deal with those kinds of things. What's new in my life? Everything. Not really. I did rearrange my living room though, so it looks different back here, that's why. I've started dating again, so, you know, now I don't know what to talk about. That's it. Oh, I started a new job. Oh, another reason why I've been gone a little bit, not a little bit, a lot of it lately. I started a new job. With that has come a really inconsistent schedule, meaning that I'm off for sure 1 day a week, sometimes 2, sometimes 3. I don't know from week to week what days those are gonna be, but with the exception of the one for sure day, because where I'm working is closed on that day. It's kind of been a pain, and it's kind of been really hard to navigate and to like remember who I am as a person. I'm just kidding. It's just been really complicated, to say the least, to try to navigate, and so I've had a little bit of a hard time with that, and that's part of why like I haven't been posting as much. So I'm gonna throw, this is just one whole onion. I'm gonna throw, oh my eye. I'm gonna throw most of it in this pot with some butter, and then the rest of it I'm gonna use just as like garnish. And because this stovetop is not broken, I have no idea how the heat is actually gonna work on it. So also, I've never used this pot before because my mom just gave it to me. This is just gonna, okay, this is just gonna be a time of learning. Oh gosh, I hope the steam doesn't make my smoke alarm go off, because it's like right up there. Thrift stores slap. I went to a new one a few days ago with my mom, and I found this vase. I'm a sucker for pottery, by the way. Love pottery. I found this, it was like $6. Look at how cute. Look at the blue glaze, it's so pretty. There was water in that, oops. I also found these little guys that we're using for the video today. Ah, so cute. Oh yeah, I forgot I was doing something. I put a little water in the onions so they can, you know, I don't know, I guess cook. I don't remember what it's like to not cook on a stove that burns everything, so you'll just have to bear with me. I'm using the Impossible Light beef. I found some at Kroger on sale, so I was like, man, I'll just try it for this video. Tomato puree. I don't think I have tomato puree, so I might just use tomato paste or tomato sauce. What's the difference between tomato sauce and tomato puree? Lady in my kitchen that answers questions when I have them said that tomato puree and tomato sauce are only slightly different. It's just in the texture. And tomato puree has a richer flavor. So I think I'm gonna use tomato sauce because I don't have tomato puree, and I'm gonna use a little bit of tomato paste. The taste is a bit more concentrated in that. There are almost like no seasonings in this, which is wild to me, so I'm gonna put some in there. Garlic, onion, maybe a little liquid smoke for funsies. Also, ignore this coffee spillage. I really need to mop, but I didn't want to yet because I always make messes whenever I'm doing these videos, so bear with me. You ever just feel like screaming? Balsamic and soy sauce. Also, TBH, I really haven't cooked a whole lot lately. I've really been needing to and really been wanting to, but I've kind of been in a weird spot with cooking. A weird spot with cooking, as in I haven't prioritized it, and I've just been eating what I need to survive because I've been really busy and I've had a hard time figuring out how to have a schedule, or a lack of a schedule. You know, I've kind of struggled. So I'm just having to, you know, figure this stuff out. Tomato paste. Look at this. I found this stuff at a place called BJ's. It's pretty much the same thing as Costco. It's just a different, you know, branch or whatever. Dairy-free dill pickle sauce. Oh my God. This stuff, it's from Good Foods brand. This stuff is so good. If you find some, get it, especially if you like pickles. I cannot handle how much I'm obsessed with it. I've been looking for reasons to eat it. I also found a big bag of the hippies, like the spicy ones or whatever. I found those at BJ's too, and I've literally been dipping those in the dill pickle sauce. I've actually had that twice today, so my body's probably going to be really excited to have a real meal. Another update, I've started playing Stardew Valley with a friend. That's fun. Our farm's name is Farm. My name on there is Poot, and we have 4 chickens, and I'm in charge of all the animals on the farm, so I named the chickens Butt 1, Butt 2, Butt 3, and Butt 4. The friend that I'm playing with has played through the game multiple times, like to completion, so he's doing a great job. He is like telling me everything to do, and I'm like, okay, sounds good, this is fun. But it's very fun, but I've stayed up way too late some nights playing it, so there is that. My RIP, my sleep cycle. Okay, I'm waiting on these onions to finish cooking. TBH. So, okay, it's gonna be a weird angle because my camera's plugged up. Can you see it? Can you see how the onions are browning? I also put some balsamic vinegar in there, so you can definitely see how they're turning brown. Also translucent. What if I did the rest of the video like this? And I had tiny little hands doing this. Okay, I'm gonna get my beefs. I smell like beef. I smell like beef. Doing this stuff. Bink. I haven't tried this yet, so we're gonna find out together how it is. I don't know what makes it light. I didn't let it thaw long enough. This is evident to me now. Did y'all miss me? Because my brain tells me that nobody cares about me. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm not gonna trauma dump on the internet. But sometimes it sounds a little fun, you know? I do feel bad about like not posting and not prioritizing it as much as I did last year, but also like having a break from it for a bit. I have a problem. When I find something I am interested in, I lose myself in it completely. This was no different. Balancing that and not doing that while I'm trying to start dating again has been a blast. It's been so much fun. Not really. I've actually done really well with it, and I have therapy in 2 days, and I'm really excited to tell my therapist about how well I have been doing with it. But I have been doing so well that I've also kind of distanced from YouTube a little bit. So I've been like, they'll be fine without me. And now I'm like, okay, Lauren, but you still, you know, made a promise. So this is life. We don't have to be perfect all the time. We don't have to be perfect ever. It ain't that deep because we're not going to be here that long on the grand scheme of things. And nothing matters because we are all going to. So what has this video become? My hand's cramping. I played air hockey the other day and my hand and forearm are cramping so bad. I'm supposed to cook all of this and then add the liquids. I think I'm just gonna stop the video for a moment, let this finish cooking because it's taking a long time. I don't know why that's wet. I think the beef is mostly cooked. We'll find out together. No, I'm just kidding. It looks fine. I mean, it's really dark in here, but it looks brown. I'm gonna add some balsamic vinegar. Not in the recipe, I just feel like adding some. Oops, I got that everywhere. And garlic and onion. I could have also added minced garlic, but I didn't. That was my brain blast, like on Jimmy Neutron. Did y'all watch that show? How old is everybody? Do you wanna know something really cute? I don't know, like 2 tablespoons? Probably not. That might have been 1 actually. Do you want to know something really cute? I got my parents a cat for my dad's birthday, and he is the cutest little booger Actually, he was in my Thanksgiving video that I did with my mom. His name's Norman. He's so cute. He's such a little turd. Oh, he's also my biggest fan. I will include some pictures where he will literally watch my videos while my mom just lets them play in the living room. It's so cute. I love that he just watches my videos. It makes me so happy and brings me a lot of joy. He can literally be causing havoc in the house, and she'll turn my videos on and he'll just sit in front of the TV and just start watching. It's so cute. A little bit of liquid aminos. I guess I can toss that now. Oh, I'm also supposed to have Worcestershire in this, and I forgot. Oops. In the original video, he uses lard and tallow and all that kind of weird stuff. Obviously, we're not doing that here, so I'm gonna use this vegan beef broth. I guess I'll just use what's left of it. That wasn't enough. I have never encountered a harder can to open than these stinking things. Never mind. I have one of my friends makes music, and I have his song stuck in my head. I want to share it because I want to shout him out, but I don't know that I want y'all knowing what kind of music I listen to, because that's a whole other kind of vulnerability that I just don't know that I'm ready for with y'all. Not against you, but against, you know, the general population. Perhaps I'm having problems today. All right, so I've got all the stuff in there. I'm also adding a bay leaf. Throw some ketchup in there. It's getting awfully dark in here. Let me just mix all this up and throw a lid on her. Oh, it said bring to a simmer. I don't know how to do that on a stove that's not broken, so. Have y'all seen Nosferatu? I liked it. I will say, based on what the internet said about Nosferatu, I thought it was gonna be a bit more risque, I guess you could say. Yeah, I was a little disappointed by the lack of risque-ness that was in there. And if that makes me a little messed up, then so be it, because the shoe fits. Got the lid on that. It's starting to simmer. I'm gonna turn it to low. I think it's supposed to cook like an hour. What time is it? It is time for the lady in my kitchen to raise her brightness. Hello? Crostini, stir, butter, and mustard. You know, something stupid I did the other day. I had a work thing where we went to Stars and Strikes. If you don't know what that is, it's basically like Dave & Buster's, but with bowling. I was thinking about making some pasta before I went. I had had a few drinks, and I changed my mind, and I was like, I don't want to stand here and cook pasta because I was already running behind, because unfortunately I'm chronically late. So I turned the stove off, and then I went to make a PB&J. I use my stove as a countertop a lot of times because I have barely any counter space, and my counter space is really inconvenient with like where it is. So I just used my stove, and I wasn't thinking, and I sat this loaf of bread on the warm stove and I burned off the bottom of the bread. Oops. But it's been sitting on the bottom, so it's not hard or anything. I have an idea. Can you see me? I have this little piece of bread, and I have the little guy that I'm gonna be using. Is this the one I wanna use, or do I wanna use the big one? This one holds more. I need sustenance today. Okay, so I am taking this on the bread, and I am pressing. Okay, didn't exactly work how I wanted it to, but close enough. I wasn't sure how I felt about the crostini aspect of this at first, but I think this will do. What we've got here is, I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, I want the crusty part on the bottom because I don't want it to get soaked up. Like, you know how in French onion soup, I don't know if it's actually a piece of bread on the top, but it looks like a piece of bread. And when I've never actually had French onion soup. So when it starts to get a little, I need to turn that up. When it starts to get a little like dissolved and gross looking, weirds me out, can't do it. And what do I do with that? Oh, he said quarter stick of butter. That's cute. I'm not doing that. Butter, bleep, bleep. Mustard as well. I don't like yellow mustard. I don't even think I have any, so I'm just gonna use spicy brown. I had a fantastic hike this morning with my dog, It was really fun, and we saw a bunch of really cool stuff, and I smelled perfume for a minute, which was kind of wild because there were no people around. I'm gonna squirt a little bit of this on there. This is big of me. I'm not a huge mustard fan, but I'm trusting the process. So I'm gonna spread her around. You know what I do like? I do like Creole mustard that you get from, like if you order a pretzel somewhere and they give you like beer cheese and Creole mustard. Obviously I don't eat the beer cheese, but I like the Creole mustard. Garlic powder. So I'm just gonna do a little dusting. I'm gonna do some kosher salt as well because I didn't salt the food. I love how it's like 30 minutes into the video and I'm finally actually talking about the food. Y'all better not be sleeping on kosher salt, man. And cheese. I'm gonna wait to add the cheese until I get done. I'm gonna cook it on this little guy that came from my great-grandmother's house. After she passed away, we went to her house and I thought this was really cute and I wanted it. This stuff still has to cook for at least 15 more minutes before I can do anything else. So I'm gonna not stand here and yap for 15 more minutes. I'm just gonna call it what it is. Next time you see me, this will be done. Literally all I have to do from here, I have the oven on 450 because he said to do 500 degrees and I'm gonna assume that's 500 degrees Fahrenheit because I think Celsius would be way too high. So I have it on 450 because I'm terrified of burning my house down. After this is done, I'm going to spoon her into here and then I'm gonna put this bad boy on top, put some cheese on it, and then just pop it in the oven for like 5 minutes or so until the cheese melts. I'll let you know how long it officially is and we'll be back. My favorite thing about vegan cheese is how it melts. This is what we got. I could have let it sit in there for a while longer, but I didn't feel like it because I'm getting hungry. I got tired of waiting. It was in there for like 10 minutes. What if hang on, I'm working through something here. Bear with me. No, I forgot my onions and pickles. That's my favorite part. Onion and pickles, lots of them because I'm feral. So now you can see that I have my fun stuff on there. Now let's try this bad boy. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. I followed the recipe for the most part, other than, you know, all the lard and non-vegan stuff. I'm changing my opinion. It's not bad. I won't want this all the time, but on a really cold day, this would slap. The taste is pretty good. If I just did something myself, like if I made like a Big Mac sauce and kind of put it on the top, or if I made like the soup part, more of those kinds of flavors, I think I would like it a lot more. But for veganizing a recipe that is nowhere near vegan, that's pretty good. It's even better with the raw onion and pickles on the top. That's just chef's kiss. The bread, you can't really taste that it, you know, tastes like bread or anything. And then the cheese on top, it's not very strong. If I had a slice of like American cheese, I would do that instead of like the shredded cheese like I did. But overall, it was pretty good. I'll enjoy eating this for sure. It's such a big bowl now that I look at it. It's almost like not quite as big as my head. Watch me touch my face with this. Ah! Ah! I guess that's it. Sorry, this was a little late. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm a human and I have a life to live. And I'm doing my best every single day, as we all are. And I think we should remember that life is not meant to be stressed and miserable the whole time. It is meant to be enjoyed and savored because we're here one time. Well, maybe not, but we experienced this life in this body one time. So if I'm a little slow at uploading, it is because either I am having a really bad time or I'm having a really good time. And I'll let you be the judge. Actually, this time it was because I was having a really good time. And I've been social and I've been having a good time. That's all. Okay, anyways, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I will link Matty Matheson's video where he made this, but just heads up, it's not vegan. If that's hard for you to watch, don't watch it. You know, I don't know. But yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I don't know what it is or when it's gonna be, but